start with the pageant wave? Right? We're all doing our best pageant wave after seeing Miss Albuquerque on that commercial. This is great. This is, we're here with Maria and Jacqueline of Reimagine Albuquerque. This is great. So first things first, tell us a little bit about what you guys do as Reimagine.
Well, this is a program for women, especially women who are envisioning a brighter future. So we're aiming at women who are sort of midway in their career or in management. And we're focusing on 3 different areas. My area is actually farther along in their lives, in other words, retirement lifestyle, which people don't normally think about. And Maria?
Well, Marcia is going to be covering negotiation skills for women.
Okay.
So just from a different perspective. And then I will be covering a topic of relational connectivity based on the book 5 Gears, How to Be Present and Productive When There's Never Enough Time. So we're talking about communication, negotiation, lifestyle planning. It's really a collaboration between the 3 of us to bring 3 different topics that women would be interested in, but based on our experience, we tend to prioritize the needs of everyone else before our own, and so we've made this breakfast event, you know, just a few hours in the morning, and to cover all of these topics and give some women some
This is like a lot to cover in just a few hours.
Yeah, we're going to give us a tidbit of each of these strategies and an opportunity to engage with us further if they'd like.
That sounds great. Well, when we talk about negotiating for women, isn't negotiation just negotiation, or is it different for women?
I think women just approach the whole process, they think differently, and sometimes women find that it's not the same, it's not perceived the same coming from a man than it is coming from a woman. So how do you be true to yourself and the way you perceive the whole negotiation process and be able to really get what you are looking for? And that's Marcia's topic, and she does a fantastic job, and she does coaching also with people to specifically on that.
Very cool. And you're also a coach, right?
Yes, I am.
And so you coach people with business, and you coach people in lifestyles, and what else?
So what I focus on as far as this is concerned is retirement lifestyle. And you know, we talk about retirement and people think, well, you know, I'm not 65 yet. But the time to actually think about retirement is when you're in a position to be putting more money away. And so how do you know how much money
I've never been able to be in that position.
How do you know how much money you need to save if you haven't figured out what it is that you're going to do? So a lot of us think
because retirement isn't anymore. It's not just hanging out and watching TV.
Exactly.
People want to have an active retirement life.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And it's really essential to your health to have an active lifestyle when you retire. And I don't just mean physical. It makes the difference to whether or not you're possibly going to get Alzheimer's. You know, if you have a very active, productive retirement, the chances that you'll get Alzheimer's are much less. So it really does make a difference. And, you know, people sort of figure, well, you know, when I'm 65, I can think about it. You know, I'll do what my parents did. But we're going to live so much longer that you really need to have a very well-developed plan.
I would hope we're going to live longer anyway.
I'm sure you will.
Right? And Maria, you're with Giant Worldwide.
Yes, I am.
And what's the association there?
We do leadership development, leadership transformation training. And so what we do is...
So not the gas station people.
No, not the gas. No, Giant Worldwide, we help leaders become leaders worth following and helping them understand what does that look like to begin with. How do we define strong leadership? And one of the aspects that we cover is this idea of emotional intelligence, this relational connectivity, which really is becoming a competitive advantage for people. It's much more important, some people believe, than IQ, is this EQ. Can you connect appropriately with people and be present? And so I'll be covering the 5 gears, which is that portion of our training, which is how to be in the right gear at the right time so that you're connecting with people and not disconnecting.
I think we all need that.
Absolutely.
That is something amazing. And that is something that I have worked with people who had super high emotional intelligence and some people who have not.
Yes.
And the differences can be profound. And it is the people I find that are empathetic, those that do understand. And that boss that says, take a day off if you need it, rather
Yes.
than pause and just be here even if you're sick and you get the whole office sick.
Oh, absolutely. And some people are naturally really good at connecting, and others struggle, but they don't know why. And so we help them, we unpack that and help them understand this is one area you can improve on. This is an area that you can get better at, but not unless you understand what you're doing well and what your blind spots are.
Is that something you can learn, or is that something? Is it something that can be taught, or do you have to have it innately? It
Absolutely.
is.
Some people are born with that ability to just connect. They've never met a stranger. You know, they can talk to anyone, and some people are just naturally reticent to do that, but you can learn if you understand what it is that you're doing wrong and what it is that you can do differently to work on.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Absolutely.
great. Well, when is the event again? It's a breakfast event.
It's this Friday.
Okay.
Starts at 8:30.
Great.
We have breakfast until 9 and networking, and then our program goes from 9 to 11. And we're hosting this at REDW, which is at Masthead and Jefferson in Albuquerque.
Sounds like a plan. We'll give us the website real quick. It's an Eventbrite, but you search for
Reimagine.
Reimagine. Great. We'll be back in a couple of seconds with Up to Us on the Morning Brew with Friends.